Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to be doing this video because it's been quite a while since I actually sat down and did a video like this for you guys. And today I'm going to be talking about somewhat of a touchy subject, and not many people talk about this, is failure. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because I am learning to overcome it. Yeah, it's gonna take me a while to actually fully embrace failing, but I'm in that stage in my life where I am realizing that failure is not a bad thing. And I'm just gonna tell you guys a little bit about my story growing up with failing and how I am overcoming it right now. And hopefully that will help somebody out there who is going through something like this, where you believe that if you fail, you're not going to be successful, you're dumb, stupid, whatever it may be, what you think. That's not the case. So I hope you guys get something out of this video. If you do, or if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up because that helps me a lot. What you guys like to see and what other videos I can do similar to this in the future. And if you wanted to stay and be part of this family, be sure to subscribe down below. I post once a week. All right, let's just get started with this. So ever since I would say I was 3 years old, I was told, and I had this put in my head, that failing is unacceptable, that it will make me unsuccessful, it will make life tougher for me because failing is just not the way to go. As you guys know, I grew up in an Asian American household, which stereotypically you hear about like kids having to get straight A's and all that kind of stuff, and it's true in some way. So the first time I actually experienced my family talk about failing was when I was about 6 years old, and it was when I started to write with my left hand. I don't know if this is like an Asian thing, but apparently if you write with your left hand, or I think this is something that happens a while back too in American culture as well, where left hand, if you write with your left hand or if you do anything with your left hand, it's a sign of like the devil or you're being cursed or something like that. And so I started writing with my left hand, and that was a sign of failure to my grandfather. He told me that I need to stop writing with my left hand because I'm not going to get anywhere in life if I write with my left hand. It's going to make me stupid, it's going to make me dumb. It's pretty much if I wrote with my left hand or if I did anything with my left hand, I'm not going to get anywhere in life. And so that was my first experience with failure. At that time, when I was 5 years old, I didn't really understand the concepts, but my grandpa actually forced me to write with my right hand. To this day, I write with my right hand, but I do everything else with my left hand. And I think that made him happy because at least I'm doing, my academics with my right hand, and so that will make me successful. That was my first encounter with failure, but I wouldn't say it was a failure because I did end up going to my right hand. So the first time I actually failed was when I was in high school, and it was during my first heartbreak or breakup. With the left hand thing, with writing with my left hand, I obviously went and wrote with my right hand, so I overcame that failure in a way. But with this breakup, I didn't get the guy back. I did everything I could to get him back, but I never did get him back, so that made me feel like a complete failure. And that has never ever happened to me before, because in middle school, high school, I was a straight A student. I rarely failed at anything. I mean, I did join volleyball and I wasn't that great at it, but I could work on it and become better. But with the breakup, there was no way to get him back unless I'm like begging on my knees. And with that, maybe he won't accept me back. And so I didn't know how to deal with it. I didn't know how to feel because of that failure. I didn't know how to accept it. And then I just went into a deeper and deeper hole. I just dug my own grave pretty much, and it ruined maybe 2 years of my high school career. I was sad and depressed. Obviously, there was more to the story than failure. Having my heart broken and stuff kind of sucks too, but failure was definitely a part of that. And I could not get back up from it. The way I dealt with that failure was such a bad way to deal with failure. Was I jumped from guy to guy to guy because I felt like a winner. I felt accepted when somebody thought I was cute or attractive and wanted to date me and stuff like that. And so I was always the person to leave the relationship first because I did not want to fail with those relationships. And so that's what I did. And that's definitely not the way to cope with failure. I know that there are people out there that cope with failure like me in other ways. It doesn't feel good. It really doesn't. And so after I jumped around from guy to guy to guy, I finally met somebody that I thought could accept me for who I was. I fell for him, and again, I failed. I failed again with this relationship. And with this relationship, it didn't take me too long to bounce back, but I did it again. I went from guy to guy to guy again, just because it made me feel like I was worthy, and that if a guy wants me or thinks I'm attractive, I'm winning. I'm not failing, I'm winning. So when I got to college, I did the whole jumping around from guy to guy to guy again, but this time my failure was different. This time it was on an academic level, and I've never ever done bad in middle school and high school, elementary school, never ever done as bad as I did my first year of college. I felt so ashamed that I was literally thinking about dropping out. But this time with this failure, it was different because it was something that I could bounce back from. With this failure, I was able to realize and analyze that if I did get some help from my professor, or if I studied a little harder, or if I stopped partying, or if I quit going from guy to guy to guy, I can get myself back. I realized that I could learn from my failures. And then it just clicked. Every relationship that I was in, I learned from. It made me a stronger, bigger, and better person because of the failures. And during those relationships, I didn't realize that until I was able to wrap my head around learning from my failures when I did really bad in college on my academics. And so after that, I got my crap together my sophomore year. I didn't graduate with honors or anything like that because my grades were so bad my freshman year that I could not bounce back. But I'm learning that's okay because I learned from those mistakes. And every single semester after that, I became a better person. And I didn't need to graduate with honors, to get a degree. So during that time, I learned that failure was not bad at all. It made me learn. It made me a better person. And people need to understand that failure is what helps you learn. It helps you grow. It helps you in life, because in life you are going to fall down. You're going to fall down so many times that you're not going to want to get up. But the thing is, you learned from those mistakes. I think in high school, I just didn't grasp or understand failure because I never really failed at anything, or if I did, I could work my way into being great again. And once I got to college, I just realized that failure is something that you can learn from. I feel like in this day and age, it's harder for people to understand failure because you do bad in maybe a sport, you still get that participation award, or if you do bad in school, your parents will call up the teacher or the principal and be like, my kid needs to retake this test or whatever it may be. And so it's hard to fail nowadays, but you guys have to realize that once you get older, there's not going to be that parent there to help you. There's not going to be anybody there to help you learn from your failures except for you. And that's the thing about failing. That's literally the best part about failing, is that you learn and you grow and you become a better person. And that is something that I never thought I could be. I was a crappy person in high school, let me tell you. And after that, after my freshman year, I became somebody who is loved, that is not afraid to be hurt, not afraid to fall down. And that's what makes you special. That's what makes people love you. Because once you fail, you learn. And once you learn, you grow. I keep on saying this, but this is my quote. I don't know if somebody actually wrote this quote out. I'll have to search that up. Nowadays, it's a lot harder for young adults to accept failure and to grasp or wrap their head around it. But it's something that made me a better person, a better version of myself, and I would never trade that for the world. Yeah, it sucked and it was hard to get through it, and it still sucks right now, but I'm learning from it, you know? I am learning. When I first got my first big girl job, in a way, I was actually really bad at it, and I was not having it. I was just like, why am I so bad at this? I got a degree in this. Why is it not working out? But then I learned every day how to become better at my job, and then I grew, and now here I am. And I still want to do YouTube, and oh my gosh, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. So I hope you guys kind of understand where I'm coming from when it comes to failure. And if you do have any questions or anything else, let me know in the comments down below, because I would love to answer any questions, or if you want to hear more about other things, let me know as well, so I can make a video on it for you guys, so you can get some more info or stuff like that. And I'm still working on my ebook. I'm so excited. Hopefully I can finish with my draft and then put it into a PDF, and then you guys can have my How to Adult 101 book from first-hand experience from me. I am so hyped. I had too much coffee. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe down below for more of my videos. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.